Only lower class and masculine women date men for their looks. If you are
Actually, no. Women have two reproductive interests in men. The first one is a man's genetic value. The second one is a man's provider value. And it doesn't matter how high or low class you are as a woman. It doesn't matter your socioeconomic status or your own looks yourself. You can choose to prioritize a man's genetic value, or you can choose to prioritize his provider value. And they don't always occur in the same man. But just because a woman is prioritizing a man's genetic value doesn't mean she's lower class. It just means she is looking to propagate those quality genes into the future. And there's nothing wrong with that.
a woman that is only attracted to good-looking men, you are stuck in your masculine energy.
No, that is a woman who is not looking past the surface. If she's overly focused on a man's looks, that tells me that she thinks a man's looks is the answer, number one. Or two, it tells me that she has very narcissistic tendencies because she's focusing on what will make her look good or higher status.
Because it is one of the most masculine traits to only date for looks. Upper class.
How do you explain all the good-looking men out there dating way below their own level of looks? How do you explain that? There are plenty of men who are clearly not dating for looks. Tons of them. It's neither a masculine trait nor a feminine trait to seek out someone's looks and to hyper-focus on looks. Don't bring masculine and feminine energy into this. That framework is being so bastardized, it's becoming a joke.
And feminine women look at marriage and relationships to a man as an investment. Upper class and feminine women understand that there is more to a man, to a commitment to a man in marriage than his looks.
No, it's not upper class women who understand that. It's any decent woman who has her instincts intact. Okay? Any woman who has her instincts intact knows that a man doesn't have to be good looking to be high provider value. That's just simple intelligence and observation.
Healthy masculine men want to date women for their beauty, for their youth, for their looks, and for their appearance. Because men are drawn to good DNA and health. Whereas
women are drawn to good DNA and health as well. If men and women weren't both drawn to it, then we would not be here. We are all here because our ancestors, man or woman, saw in each other great genetic potential. And those of us who don't have great genetic potential slowly die out over time because the men or women of the world do not choose them as mates. They do not invest in them as mates. Not only that, but sometimes, sadly, and I hate saying this, sometimes mothers even neglect or completely abandon those babies who are not genetically healthy.